Today I'm going to be talking about these Inbike gloves. So if you remember from my previous videos, I've always wanted heated gloves, and normally I do actually use these skiing gloves that I've used for years, to be honest, and they've held up pretty well. But the issue is, after about like 30 minutes of riding, my hands get extremely cold and it's kind of unbearable. So I may have a solution for these, but of course these are the heated gloves. Now, one of the things that I noticed straight away when I actually took these out of the packaging was the weight. They are quite heavy, to be completely honest. They are actually said to be quite waterproof, and to be honest, I can see why. You have a really nice leather material here. You also have one of those cool wipers that you can use to kind of smear off if you're wearing goggles and stuff like that, if it's raining, and you can just wipe it across instead of using a cloth or your hand where it gets smudgy. So it's quite a good feature actually to have on these. So I was pretty happy to see that. Of course, you have this as well. You can easily just put this on your handlebars, so when you're leaving your bike somewhere, you can just leave them hanging. But because of the price of these, they are linked below. Go and have a look at the current prices. I personally would not be leaving these hanging on my handlebars because they are extremely expensive. Inside you have this really nice fleece material. You also have a really cool compartment here where the battery actually goes. It just pops out like this. Really actually nice to see. And to charge it, you simply disconnect it like this. And the cable you get is a simple USB cable. And you have two ports on the end for both gloves. And you simply just pop it into the import like this. So it's actually really simple to use. And they charge quite fast, to be honest. They can last up to, I think it's like 5 hours. I'll show you the gloves working now. Connect it, just pop it back in. 3 different levels, so you have level 1, 2 and 3. 3 is obviously the highest, and they can take around 2 minutes to kind of heat up, which is fine. I did wear them a good few mornings, and I did notice that the heat was warm enough to keep your hands from freezing. So it's not way too hot, which is quite good. You don't want something that's gonna burn your hands, I guess, gradually over time. You want something just to keep your hands warm enough so they don't get freezing and they don't get numb while you are riding. Okay, so there are a few cons to actually wearing these. Compared to my normal skiing gloves, of course these are light as a feather, to be completely honest. But on these ones here, I think when you do have them on you, the stitching here makes it really tight. So if you have, for example, like a Shima jacket, motorcycle gear, you can't kind of put it over the sleeve of your jacket, so it can actually be quite awkward. I think this is actually a size large. Now, they fit my hand just about right. Another size up would have made it a little bit more comfortable on my hands. There is also another con. If you can notice here, they are so chunky. Of course, they're waterproof. You have the insulation there. I mean, they will do the job. But the problem is, of course, particularly on my electric scooters, there's not a lot of movement there and they're very chunky. So I kind of caught myself catching the brake lever sometimes. The accelerator was a little bit awkward at some stage, which is a bit of a pity because I would have used them a lot more. But for that reason, to be honest, I think it's something that I will actually have to pass on. Who are they suitable for? I think they're actually more suitable for people who have motorbikes, who have a bit more maneuverability there. Because on the electric scooters, sometimes there's quite a tight space there between your accelerator or your brake lever. So for that reason, I don't think they would be suitable in that case. But of course, for people who have motorbikes and people who have storage areas, so when you park your motorbike, you can easily store the gloves and you don't have to worry about them getting stolen. You also get this nice Inbike bag. Overall quality is brilliant. I can't complain about anything at all, and the communication with the company is brilliant. But they also sell so many other accessories for motorcycle, for bicycles, clothing, everything else. But I think overall, good quality, waterproof, heat is absolutely fantastic. Cons would be a bit too chunky, a bit dangerous when you're accelerating or braking, more suitable for a motorbike user, and you definitely need to consider the weight of these. My other solution is going to be, you can get these kind of gel packs. So I'm going to get them for my skiing gloves and pop the gel pack in the palm area here, and they're meant to last like 30 minutes or so, which will do the job. I've had these years. They do take a long time to dry out. They are waterproof to an extent, but if you're out riding for like 30 or 40 minutes, forget it, they will take about 24 hours to dry. That's it. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, have a look at my other accessories video, and I'll talk to you in the next video.